What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Talk That Sport. It is Jordan Jones. Rocking with me again is CJ Jones. Say what's up to the people.
What up, people? We're back on StreamYard. We're back live. We're going to YouTube again. Follow us. Watch our videos. We're back. We're back, y'all. We're back.
We are back and ready, better than ever.
I had pent-up frustration from not doing a show last week. Why did we do a show last week? What? You couldn't record on...
Yeah, so I couldn't.
You couldn't record on Wednesday, and then I had a wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
So I couldn't record. So
yeah, it got chaotic last weekend, and so I had last week in my class, so I had a lot of homework to do, and so I was trying to get all that done before.
So guys, what Jordan is trying to say, in layman's terms, he is not committed to this podcast as much as I am. I am always trying to give you guys content, but look, when we don't bring content, it's all Jordan's fault. I just remember y'all. Address your concerns to Jordan Wesley Jones. All right.
I'm going to tell y'all now that is a bold-faced lie. There have been multiple occasions where CJ has not been available to record. Hey, I'm just saying.
Even then, I'm not too afraid to put on the phone Zoom and record via Zoom. Don't try me, sir.
CJ, I like to produce quality content. Okay.
Do you remember at Game Break and I recorded a show on via Zoom?
Yes, I do.
That was a special time in my life.
Anyway, CJ, how's it going in your world? What's up? Welcome back.
You know, me and you've been playing the same game for like the last week, and I'm growing entirely frustrated with MLB the Show, because my player right now, guys, is batting .450. I have a 31 game hit streak, and your boy is still in AA. Now my pitching is kind of questionable at the least, but everything else I'm doing pretty good. I should be in the majors. How are your week going, Jordan? I'm doing all right. Other than that, I'm doing all right.
Man, I need to get off this game because it is tearing apart my life slowly. Like, it's a grind, and I love it. I'll tell y'all, because the games are so quick, it's better than 2K, like in that aspect. Because I like 2K, I love playing 2K, but I have to dedicate an hour of time every time I play 2K. If I just do my appearances in the game, I can be done in like 10 minutes, finishing a baseball game. I played through a season in like 3 days, so. It's been a problem. I'm trying to get that under control. Lexi's out of town this weekend. I said I was going to get some stuff done in the house. I pray to God that I actually do get stuff done in the house.
I actually have to get stuff done in the house. I got to mow the yard this weekend. I got to do a bunch of stuff. So I can't play. This is the first time I played this week. I started a new job this week. So I was like,
congratulations.
Been busy doing with that. So getting up at 5:45 every morning has got your boy having to go to bed a little bit early. So I haven't been enjoying. So today, before I had to do some extracurricular stuff after this, I decided to play the game a little bit.
Well, that's good.
If you're looking at the live feed, that's what I'm actually doing right now. Why I'm looking at TV is because I was at bat and I'm trying to keep the streak going.
Oh my gosh!
Look, I can multitask. The Twitcher users do it all the time.
I'm dropping this clip. And so,
do it. Okay, wait, hold on. Shout out to the newest member of the I'm saying the wrong podcast of the Talk That Sport family, little Robbie, the official dog of Talk That Sport. Aaron Bird just got her new dog.
I saw that. Yeah,
Robbie's so stinking cute.
I know. Welcome to the fam bam.
He is our official mascot / dog of the pod. We gotta get a little doggy t-shirt for him, Jordan. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. When we're rolling out that merch, CJ?
I'm working on it right now. We gotta figure out a good style of merch we want. We're gonna do some stickers definitely probably by the end of the year. Stickers and mugs. Something's coming, guys. Something's coming. I don't know what. And I just popped up with the bases.
It's in the works. God. It's in the works, y'all.
Eventually, hopefully in the next this summer, hopefully have some merch. Me and Jordan at least get shirts or something. We gotta get something.
We are. We may rebrand again.
Yeah, there is a possible of a rebranding. We like the name of the show. We like what we're doing, but we're still talking things out. It's early. It's early.
Stay tuned, guys. I will tell you that
when we say rebrand, it's still gonna be the same show, but we're not gonna handcuff ourselves into certain corners anymore. We're kind of just gonna do what we want to do. Even though, like, we're saying, like, we have bosses and higher ups. No, we're just gonna do like
I know, right?
We're gonna have the format of the show. We actually we work for each other. Get there. No, it didn't. Okay, I'm done. My hit streak is over now, and it's over at 31 games.
So what, guys? What we're looking to do is one, we're sticking true to what we are. So you're gonna get your nonsense. You're gonna get CJ playing video games in the middle of a live show.
I stopped.
You're gonna get some women ball too, because we're gonna highlight all the women being awesome out there in the world. Because if we don't do it, people just don't do it enough. And then we are going to have our debates and talk our topics. Today we got some good draft content for you. But we're going to throw in some interview opportunities with people.
And in my interview, it may not be a sports interview a week.
You're going to have to sit and go along for the ride.
You may need to learn something. Like, I definitely have, like our interview conversations with people. And if we can find a way to tie sports into them, that'd be great. If not, we may have some social justice leaders out here. We may have a discussion with, a podcast about true crime. We don't know. Pretty much is our show. We love y'all. What we're going to do is make us happy. Mm-hmm. We may even talk music one week. Like, even though me and Joy grew up in the same house, our music style is so different.
And when we started the show, we made our goal was to hit on everything with sports and culture. And when you think about sports and entertainment and life in general, there's so many different things that correlate with one another that makes life so beautiful. And we look at this as your happy hour. So you come grab a drink with us, pop on the show at 6:00. If you're at the bar, just get them to play it on the loudspeakers and enjoy our content. We hope to engage with you,
guys.
If it's 9 a.m.,
take you a shot.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I tell you what, I am loaded up today because I am smoking a pork butt tonight. So I'm in it for the long haul late night tonight because I decided for my students I was going to do something special for them since the end of the year. So I am like, I'm going to need some drinks to make it through today.
What's that Jordan meme, Jordan? Aaron, I know we can't bleep out the live podcast, but fuck them kids. That's what you can say, Jordan. That's what you can say.
Oh my gosh.
Pork butt. I am good pork butt, but it's okay. That's how
CJ,
fun.
family friendly show.
This show, look, as long as CJ Jones is on this little thing right here, it ain't ever gonna be a family. It'll be a family friendly adjacent show.
I need you PG,
at least
PG.
If they want the PG-13, listen to the podcast. Podcast is bleeped out, guys. I have went through the effort of asking Aaron to bleep out my F-bombs. I haven't even dropped them F-bombs lately, except we bring up the guy with the ZW in his name.
Okay.
If his name comes up today, the MFs and the F-bombs will be rolling. All right.
All right.
So let's not do it. Let's not even do it. So who shall not be named. All right.
You got it.
Good. I'm good.
All right. Let's roll.
Troy, did you see my dope jersey? Did I get from Highlight Her?
Yes, I did, and I was jealous.
It's so nice.
For my listeners out there, CJ got him a custom Highlight Her. If you don't follow them on Instagram or Twitter, follow them. It's a jersey that says TTS. So for Talk That Sport, my listeners out there, CJ, and it has a number 9 on it. So he's rocking all stylish.
Of it? Give me your Chuck Cooperstein description. All right, there. Look, CJ is sporting his black jersey. All right, with the yellow outline where across the chest it says "Highlight Her" in big letters of her. All right, there's an H in the signature side, number 9, and he has the checkerboard on the side of it. You need to explain like that, Jordan. You gotta talk like Chuck Cooperstein, Brad Sham, all of them. Describe it the right way.
All I'm saying is Highlight Her. You could have sent me one too.
No, you could. Did you do the 100K giveaway?
You know what you could have done? You could have used our official Twitter account or official Instagram account to do it, and that way I could have gotten one too.
No, you wouldn't have got one. It's only one person per person. You know what I did? I did.
We could have got one for the show, and we could have shared one.
Jordan, you know what I did? I did tag you.
I don't recall.
In the post. I did tag you in the post. Speaking of that, guys, we did a giveaway this week. Thank you for the engagement. All right. I have selected the winners via drawing. Jordan doesn't even know who they are. Jordan, do you want to know the winners of the competition?
Yes, I am ready. I want to know, did you give the bonus points to the people that got the bonus points?
Okay, no, I did not. Because I thought you. Okay, who? Do you have a list of bonus points real quick? I can put them in the randomizer real quick.
Okay, so let me go ahead and give these shout outs to the people, and I left my paper on my desk at work. Sorry, guys. But I know for sure Dressed in Salted Pretzels.
Okay.
Tom Brady 22.
Okay.
And I think that was it. There was one more. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I wish I had it written down on my desk. I'm sorry.
I've just added these names into here. And then I'm hitting the button. All right. It's randomizing. You said Tom Brady 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure I had the right name. This takes forever to roll.
And the winner is...
First winner is Britt Collins.
Britt Collins 22.
We will be sending
actually she was the other one now that I think about it.
Well, she got one in there. She did on the first one.
Shout out Britt Collins 22.
Here's the second one. Here's the second one. Oh man, it's one of the people that did it 2 days ago.
What?
Woman on the mic.
Woman on the mic. So we got guys, Britt Collins 22, women on the mic. Let's go. There we go.
So I love it. So guys, Jordan is gonna DM you guys. He's gonna get your information. He'll send it over to me, and I'll order those books. Hopefully, as soon as you get back with the DM, and I'll have them sent straight to your address. And I've already started reading the book. It's really inspirational. It's a really good read. I'm about 3 or 4 chapters in. I've been busy with work this week, so I haven't been able to dive into the way I want to. But I'm trying to get 40 pages in a day. Because if you read 40 pages a day, Dre, you read 30 books a year.
That's good.
But I don't know what size books they're talking about because 40 pages. I don't know how many. Most books, the books I've been reading are 300 and some pages long. So yeah, that's.
I don't know. Shout out to them. Good job. I am happy for y'all engaging. We actually had some pretty good traction on that post. I was pretty impressed with the people reaching out, getting connected with us, and yeah, I hope you continue to engage with us. I hope to start doing giveaways a lot more often. I love it. Yeah, I love being able to give things away that I don't buy.
Yeah, this is a CJ giveaway. Yeah, this is CJ. Somebody I was passionate about.
I will give anybody else's stuff away.
This does float into my women ball too, and it's just it goes between just concerns with these giveaway with Sugar Rogers, the Las Vegas Aces guard. I'm reading their book. Don't Call Me Sugar right now. It's From the Hood to the Hardwood. I pre-ordered it a couple months back when she first announced it was coming out, and it's been really really inspirational. So it's something like I've heard the name. I've seen her career follow. She went from New York to all over the place, and I just like listening to these stories and listening to our women, and like I was just saying, like we said in the post, uplifting and women that inspire us through sports. So that's what we're gonna keep constantly doing. There is one person I want to shout out. One more. CJ's shout out day is today. This is what happens when you give CJ a week off. I'm gonna butcher your name.
Come on now, bruh.
Aya Abdin, who is a super fan on Twitter for the Phoenix Mercury. She graduated high school today. She's gonna be one of the next big women in sports media. I've been watching out for her. She's constantly on everything right now, and she's on every discussion I am on the WNBA on. She's in it, on it, talking about it. She's in Clubhouse, listening and learning. But she graduated high school today, so that is an accomplishment. First of all, now she can pursue her dreams and continuing to grow in the industry, and she's constantly shouting out figures like WNBA Weekly and Christina Williams Sports, Ariel Chambers, a lot of people in the industry. So typically, if you go see any WNBA post, especially a Phoenix Mercury post, you're gonna see one from her. She almost convinced me to buy a Phoenix Mercury jersey, but I can't do it. I just can't. I can't. There's not a player on there I really want to rock. So maybe one day I'll get one, and maybe one day I'll get a jersey.
That's awesome.
Now, what Wiggins jersey you said you're getting this year? You getting Charlie?
I got to get my girl Satu. Got to rock some Satu. Yeah, all and right. Then
you get two.
So WNBA jerseys as a whole, I'm getting a Satu jersey. I'm gonna. I might get a Charlie. I might rock a Charlie 35. I might get one of those. And then I got to get my girl Sabrina, which that's gonna be tough. We're going to the New York Liberty versus Dallas Wings game, so I'm looking forward to that. But I might have to rock Sabrina that day.
You need to actually go ahead and buy tickets for that.
Yeah, and then I might get the Skylar Diggins Phoenix Mercury jersey because those jerseys are nice. Oh my god!
As much as I love Skylar, the breakup was too hard on us. I just can't. I don't know. I felt like, but she was at her time, her point in her career where she had championship aspirations. We would rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
That still hurts. Losing her and Liz in back-to-back years hurt a lot.
Yeah, that was.
But if we didn't lose them, we wouldn't have this awesome young squad. I mean, you know the list of jerseys I want. I need my Dana Evans jersey. I need that 13.
Mm-hmm.
I need that 1-3. Kaiser for Indiana. I want the Kaiser Stranger Indiana Fever heroin jersey.
See, if I get the Indiana Fever, what's the girl they draft number 4?
Kaiser?
What's her name?
Kaiser.
Oh, Kaiser. Oh, why did I think it was like Camise Green? I don't know what.
It's Kaiser.
My bad, guys. My
bad. And then
just saw her name today too.
I really want a Arie McDonald Atlanta jersey, but I'm gonna wait for the AA Atlanta merch to come out. I think I'm gonna get her PDF her Berkshire shots. So I don't know. So I have allotted a certain amount of money this summer that I'm allowed to spend on stuff like this. I just ordered a Charlie Collier draft night shirt from PWFD shop. Good shop for you guys to go look at. They have a good Instagram. They have a good Twitter account. They sell some pretty good merch.
I love it.
You know what I love about this?
What do you love about this?
Being back live. We have a timer now, so we can tell how long we're going. And then every time I look at the corner, I'm like, dang, we spent 20 minutes on nonsense again. We can't do it. We can't,
it's all good. No, we went into women ball too.
It was bound to happen.
Yeah. So before we get into our debate of the day,
that's gotta be a
quick shout out. Discussion of the day, talk of the day, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our new Instagram sisters who is doing some great things in the financial world, making things happen. I'm trying to find her name. Here we go. Her name is Danita Harris. She is a financial consultant. You can find her at Match Lit Money. Yeah, and so she does a lot of things, and she focuses a lot with sports and everything, and she helps people manage their money.
Match, MATCH.
Match Lit Money. So she's one of our new Instagram sisters. So if you're on Instagram, go give her a quick shout out and say hi.
I think I just followed her. I don't know.
There you go.
New York.
No, sir.
Okay, that's not it.
Yeah, Danita M. Harris. Yeah, that is her Instagram handle.
MATCH.
Match Lit Money.
MATCH.
Yeah.
LIT. MONEY.
Well, I'm just following the person. I'm not on their Instagram account. Yeah.
I'm over here trying to give him a follow.
I said Danita M. Harris. That's her. Danita M. Harris.
That's her Instagram handle?
Yeah, follow her.
Troy, you need to spell it out for people. Let people know. DANITAMHARRIS. There we go.
Now
I got her.
Now
She's
let's
down there.
talk some football.
Too bad we're not talking football to start. I love doing that to you. George, you see Kim Mulkey left Baylor?
Yes.
I know, that's why I just want to message you. We can talk football now. I really don't care about Kim Mulkey leaving.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
no, I don't care.
You know what that means? That means Texas is about to run off with Vic some Big 12 championships. You know what Kim Mulkey's about to do? Get her butt handed to her by all them sisters in the SEC.
CJ, I would most times love to talk this, but today I want to talk the draft. So let's get into the draft.
So Jordan, what do you think about the first matchup between Kim Mulkey and Don State is going to be like?
All right, so CJ's going to play difficult today. so we're going to roll into the draft. CJ is on one today, y'all. CJ is on one.
I just lost my 30 game streak, so I'm kind of upset about that.
We're going to have to get him under control. All right, so first topic of the day, because I got so we're going to do a little Jordan rant real quick. Okay.
Okay, guys, let's go ahead and do the end of the show right now because Jordan's going to rant for like 26 minutes.
So Jordan rant real quick. Y'all, I am so sick of mock drafts. Like, absolutely sick of mock drafts.
Are we talking Chris Sims? Please don't talk about Chris Sims.
I'm talking Chris Sims. I'm talking Dane Brugler. I'm talking Charles Davis. I'm talking all these guys that make these mock drafts. And they make multiple mock drafts. And you know what they do? You know what they do, CJ? They go out and they just put a bunch of random people in random spots so that when the one time they get it right, they're like, see, told you he would go there. Without a freaking idea where the person actually is going to land. And all these insiders are always like, yeah, I know this guy's going to go here and this guy's not going to be available here. And
let me play devil's advocate a little bit. Some of these guys like Dane, Todd, who's the guy from NFL Network? Danny Kelly. These guys have really good track records when it comes to draft boards. Now, if you're Mel Kiper, if this is Mel Kiper's draft thing, yeah, Mel Kiper's been wrong for years. All right, he hasn't got a draft right in a long time. But I get some stuff when you put something up there because sometimes you do hear stuff from. You got to think about these. Some of these guys, they're not Adam Scheffler's with some of this information, but they have connections and that same sort of stuff. You got to think about sometimes there's franchise putting out misinformation. That leaves them. So, but if you got somebody you got one of your sources saying like, "Yo, we really like Mac Jones at 2. We really like Mac Jones at 2." They're considering what was that. You know, if you're doing a mock draft, you may throw a Mac Jones in it too, instead of the player that can be not named on this podcast right now. So I can get it from that standpoint, but then when you have people doing outrageous stuff.
CJ, Charles Davis has Micah Parsons going number 7
to the Lions.
Yes,
that's doable. That's
doable.
Bruh. Who they got in the first 6? Who's got the first 6?
So Charles Davis has, and I agree with most of it. So Trevor Lawrence number 1, Zach Wilson number 2, Trey Lance number 3, Kyle Pitts at number 4, Jamar Chase at number 5, Jalen Waddle 6. Okay, I agree with all of that. I can see all of that happening.
I can see the Lions.
There's absolutely no way that if Justin Fields is sitting on that board, the Lions go out and take Micah Parsons.
Well, okay. Let me play devil once again. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. I'm just saying I'm playing devil's advocate. Micah Parsons is one of those linebackers that everybody loves nowadays. He's kind of a safety. He's kind of a linebacker. He can play weak. He can play strong. He can't really play Mike. But this guy you're infatuated with. And then if you got a young player like Jeff Okudah, you're like, well, you have a chance to build a defense with a cornerstone or a linebacker, a good leader on the field. Now, but if I'm looking at it, I got Jared Goff there. Somebody can come in and start the system, and then we can move along Justin Fields. If I'm playing, I do like to pick a Justin Fields there, but I can also see if they take him. Now, I think if that situation happens, I don't think the Lions make the pick anyway. I think mine straight away. I think Denver moves up.
But then I want to counter you here. Okay, so let's say that they're gonna try and revitalize Jared Goff's career. Okay, well I'm looking at Penei Sewell. I'm looking at Rashawn Slater. I'm looking at Devonta Smith. I'm looking at the offensive side of the ball and getting some help so that we can actually function as an offense. Because you crapped away Matthew Stafford's career because you couldn't keep him in the game. So let me think that maybe I'll try and help him out a little bit.
Do you know who the offensive coordinator is in Detroit?
I actually don't remember who they hired for. I was thinking, okay, there we go. Yeah,
straight up there. I think that line is not terrible.
Who's the number one receiver?
Obviously, Penei Sewell would be great.
Who's the number one receiver?
I don't think Waddle or Smith are the option for number receiver room. It's different if Jamar Chase was there.
But who is their current number one wide receiver?
I can tell you.
Exactly. Exactly.
I can tell you.
Because Galladay ain't there.
But also, Jordan, I think in this year's draft, I think if you're the Lions, you may slip up and get a Rashard Bateman may not make it may not be in the first round, be in the second. You have a lot of good players. You have the kid from Florida. He's escaping my Kadarius Toney.
There's no way you can convince me that the Lions taking Margaret Parsons at 7 makes any sense.
I'm just saying, you're saying receiver, right? I'm saying the receiver is deep. Right?
I didn't say. I actually said two tackles first.
Tackles. I'm saying, yeah. Well, I wouldn't take the Northwestern guy, Slater.
Rashawn Slater.
I would take him in the top 10. But no. But this always goes. But Penei Sewell. But you didn't get the point. I said I like Penei. If you get Penei Sewell right there, it'd be a good fit. But also, if they're in that position, if Fields on the board, I don't think they have a chance to pick between Fields because I think there's going to be somebody give him a Godfather offer. I think Denver will give him a first round pick to go.
I think Patriots trade up for him. Yeah,
but at 7, I think it's going to be too expensive to go get him at 7.
Maybe, but my thing is the point is. It's crap like this that just makes me hate mock drafts because everybody just throws crap at the wall. That is a blatant bad. Like so many people
Micah Parsons is a top 10 pick.
He is not a top 10 pick in this draft.
He's been a top 10 pick in every mock coming out.
He's not. But he's not a legitimate top. You want to know who the top 10 players in this draft are? Okay, so this is Jordan's top 10 players in this draft right here, right now. Okay, and this is not in a particular order. These are just the top 10 best players in this draft. Okay, so Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, you have Trey Lance, you have Rashawn Slater, Penei Sewell, you have Jamar Chase, you have Kyle Pitts, you have Devonta Smith, and you have Jalen Waddle. Those are all offensive talents that are the best players in this draft. Defense really should not be even drafted in the top 10 this year because the defensive players. Now, this coming from a Cowboys fan, and I'm hoping that the Cowboys go and pick up either Surtain or Horn. I'm leaning towards Horn because I like his personality, and I think that he can really be a dog on the defense.
Have you listened to many comments this week?
No, I haven't.
He said Horn will fit our system.
Really?
In Dan Quinn's system.
Okay, I love Mina Kimes. That's my girl.
But Surtain is perfect for our system.
That's my girl, and I do get what she's saying. But we're trying to have a culture shift here in Dallas. Like we need players like Horn that don't just fit the company mold. Because we've had that for so long on the defensive side of the ball.
If you pick Surtain, look at the corners you have.
So
Diggs and you have Diggs.
I know I get that. I love that. I love that.
You have guys that who did Diggs and Surtain play in college? Who they had
I know. No, I love Surtain too. It's like 1A, 1B. Like they're very close to me.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm higher on Horn than I am.
Talent-wise, I'm higher on Horn than I am on Surtain. Compatibility-wise, yes, I agree. Surtain is the better fit probably in Dallas, and he knows the guy. He knows Diggs already, and they can be, working together and obviously and everything. But I'm hoping that, Surtain may not be available at that point and Horn falls into our lap. That's all I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. I do not agree with your top 10. I'm not going to go back and forth with you on it. I'm not going to. There's a couple players I'll take. Waddle is not a top 10 player to me because Jalen Waddle's the elite of that part of this draft. and everybody likes those 5'11" guys, those 6-foot-ish guys, the stocky, fast sons of guns. And I just think the league. I think it's a copycat league. You get these players, and we see so many players get players like this and not know how to use them. Even a team like Kansas City, who goes and gets what's that boy's name from Georgia? You know what I'm talking about. Number 17, playing for Georgia, fast as hell. I mean,
McCall Hardman.
McCall Hardman. They go get and they haven't really used McCall like the way everybody say. Oh, and McCall went there in the second round. Oh, shoot, you got Tyreek and McCall Hardman, and he's had flashes. So like I see a lot of people getting players like a Jalen Waddle, and when you can get like there's in this draft there is a Jalen Waddle, there is a comparable to Jalen Waddle in the second round, right? And then there's like off-brand Jalen Waddles all through the second and third rounds, right? There's guys you can get to do similar things Jalen Waddle can do if you can fill needs necessary. Possible exceptions for that, the Dolphins, if they would take somebody like Waddle instead of
you take somebody from Alabama to pair with Tua.
But like if Jamar Chase is there, man, there's certain teams you can't Chase. And there's certain teams you can't pass on, right? Like if you're the Bengals, I see them taking Penei Sewell or Jamar Chase. It's one of those two picks, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts, right? And it wouldn't surprise me they took Chase. And then if you're at 6, then the Dolphins have the same thing. Like, do we take Penei Sewell to serve offense? And if you're the Dolphins, you can do something like take Penei Sewell at 6, right? Even though like you trade back up, everything. Oh, we're trying to get one of the receivers. But you're picking it. You got 2 more picks in the first round, and you still can get a Rashad Bateman. You could possibly get Devontae Smith. Whatever on the mock drafts have them fallen. There's multiple players. If you get the best player, like sometimes you just got to do the right things. We got to take the best player on the board. Penei Sewell is 20 years old. Penei Sewell is a dominant monster. Penei Sewell is Tyron Smith 10 years ago. All right, you got to do it. And then I think if you're a team like the last linebacker taken in the top 10 was Devin Bush, right? And while Micah Parsons is not Devin Bush, the dude is a beast. The dude is for me, the third best defensive player in the draft. But like when it comes to NFL schemes, linebackers mean something different. Linebackers that can cover mean something different. Linebackers that have that hybrid ability, like Isaiah Simmons, they're flashy to certain coaches. So I can understand why they have him going top 10. And have you seen Micah Parsons? He's a physical specimen, right?
Yeah.
People like we know how enamored NFL office get to look. What they see is like, man, that guy in pads is huge, all right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying for me, I'm looking at it, and out of all the possibilities at number 10 when the Cowboys draft, if they come out with Micah Parsons and let's say Penei Sewell or Rashawn Slater or Surtain or Horn or if I'm the Cowboys, any of these players are on the board. Even Devonta Smith is on the board, and they take Micah Parsons, I'm gonna be pissed off.
No, if they take Micah Parsons, I will be upset. Because Surtain's still there. No way in hell Surtain goes for 9. All right, there's no way. It would take some childish act of God for Surtain not to be there. Only person I can see taking over Surtain is like Penei Sewell, but even Penei Sewell's hard to kind of like get stuck in your head because like where do you put him?
Move him to guard.
A right tackle? No. Sewell's a tackle. Sewell's huge, and Sewell's a tackle. Do you do him like Tyron his rookie year, right? Because to be honest, we know Tyron's got 1, maybe 1.5 years left in his body.
2 years probably.
So like, do you put him at right? Slide Lyle in the guard, and then take.
Lyle's played guard before, so it ain't like it's.
And then take Connor out the situation because Connor we've all have known.
Yeah,
Connor
he needs to go. Yeah,
and
McGovern didn't play as well as we thought he would when he would come out.
And we know Lyle's serviceable at guard, and we have Lyle in the contract. And then if Tyron retires, you can move Lyle back to right tackle, Penei over to. So I could see a draft pick like Sewell, but it's really Sewell, Surtain, or if for some freak of guy named Kyle Pitts gets down there, but Kyle Pitts is not getting down there. That pipe dream.
That's a
those
different
are the only
story.
options. And the
It's
only
a
reason I say you can
different
take Sewell, the only reason you can take Sewell is because there's still so many other. This is a deep cornerback draft. It's really deep in cornerback and receiver. There's going to be multiple players. You could possibly get a Asante Samuel Jr. in the second round. You can possibly get a what's the kid from Tulsa, that big old son of a gun, and the big kid from Syracuse. There's tons of so that's why I'm like, when people are putting all these receivers in the top 15 picks, I'm like, man, it's a lot like last year. Even though we had 3 going, 5 going. No, we only had 3. Judy.
Judy, Ruggs, and
Lamb, CD. Jefferson and
then Jefferson and what's the guy? Rager.
Yeah, the person who's paid the Philadelphia Eagles has made a bad pick.
Yeah.
God, that's so. And we've seen what the receivers like. Yeah, I think two of those 5 had good seasons. Maybe 3. Ruggs didn't. Ruggs had sparks.
Judy was up and down, but more so he didn't really have a quarterback throwing him the ball.
CD had no quarterback and still had a decent season.
And then Jefferson
had no quarterback and still had a great season.
I'm going to pat myself on the back because last year I went out and said if at 17 the Cowboys should take Justin Jefferson. Now, this is before I thought CeeDee Lamb would fall to 17.
Yeah,
I thought CeeDee was going to be gone. Like, I thought for sure he was going to be gone. And so I was like, if Justin Jefferson is there, I watched this guy's tape and he looked amazing. I was like, draft this guy if he's available. Luckily, we got CD, so I'm happy.
As a Longhorns fan, I'm used to CD torturing us.
Oh, yeah. Dude's nasty. Nasty. For all y'all Cowboy haters, just wait till next year.
I know it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something interesting to look at. So Jordan, all right. So you already have it queued up on the screen, and so I guess we'll talk about it. Who's your favorite player in the draft outside the top 5? The top 5 players. The top 5 players being Trevor Lawrence, the person that will not be named on this podcast, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, and Kyle Pitts. All right. We're not naming any of those guys. All right. We doing them. And we already know Jordan's not going to name Micah Parsons for a multitude of reasons.
I do like Micah Parsons. I just don't like him at that pick or really in the top 10 in general. But my favorite player outside of the top 5, outside of the ones you named, man, it's tough. It's tough.
I already know it. I'm going to pick a second player. Just go ahead and do it.
Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, okay? And I'm gonna dig a little bit on this one,
guys.
Because
while Jordan's doing trying to find his answer, cheating. Me and Jordan have been trying to get the show going for almost an hour and a half, and I posed this question to him over an hour ago, and he still has not had his answer. He is stalling.
I'm not stalling. I was okay. I was trying to, because I didn't want to pick the same. I didn't want to pick the same person. And I didn't want to pick somebody that's like in the top 10 that everybody's like, oh, well, I think he's a top 5 player. Okay, so my guy, who I hope the Cowboys somehow pick up somewhere in one of these later rounds. Later
round?
Who is it?
Oh, I thought we do first round talent.
You just said outside the top 5. That's what I said. I want to dig a little bit deeper on this. So my guy is Ardarius Washington. Okay. He's a local kid out in TCU. And dude is a stud, but he's short. So that's the thing. He's a little guy. He's a little guy, but he plays hard. He plays very hard. And I like his passion. I like his energy on the field. He was a part of that secondary with Trayvon Merrick. I can never pronounce the guy's last name right. Yeah. But yeah, dude is phenomenal. But because he's small, people don't want him. I think he's like 5'8". So he's one of the guys I'm hoping that the Cowboys pick up in a later round, and he's a steal and goes out there and produces at a high level. So yeah, so he's probably like my favorite player in the draft because I think he's going to have a great career. Don't know where he's going to end up, but I know he's going to probably be a day 3 guy, and he's going to ball out. Who you got?
all the deep dives you're going to take, you had to take it on this part of the exercise. We even had an exercise for you to do somebody like Trayvon Merrick. You're literally going to use somebody like that was literally a topic, Jordan. Do you not remember the topics we went over?
I have them queued up. I know the topics. I said I wanted to do a deep dive.
Look, I have two players, all right? I can't pick between them, all right? It's Greg Rousseau and J.C. Horn. Both of my guys.
I love me some J.C. Horn.
God, both are dogs. Both J.C. Horn, like, I like cornerbacks with that attitude, all right? It's not so much Jalen Ramsey. It's more like Darrell Revis because they talk trash two different ways. Like, Jalen Ramsey gets under your skin. He joshes you. He tries to discourage you. Nah, like JC's like in your grill. And that's what I like these quarterbacks with pedigree, with dads that played in the league, with dads that were uber competitive, that push them in certain ways. Not saying the programs don't do it. Not saying if you don't have a dad to push you. No, I'm saying I like you've seen these two guys rise to the crop because if you're J.C. Horn, imagine guarding your dad. Like, still.
Oh, man.
Because I'm pretty sure he still works out, all right? And the dude was a monster when he was in the league, all right? Learn those lessons, and then just the craft of the game. And then, so I didn't see a lot of J.C. Horn in college. I've watched 3 college games of him since that season started. And I've loved Gregory, so I'm mad we didn't get him this season. But last year he was a dog. So those are the guys I look for. I mean, obviously you have your guys like Penei Sewell, you have your Rashad Batemans. I like the Rashad Bateman guy. He's a beast. He's a beast. And I was gonna keep it that way.
CJ, the title of this is favorite player, not favorite players.
At least I didn't go into like the goodie bags of the midget players. No, I shouldn't say that. The small. Jordan, I can't get over that.
He's undersized, but he's tough.
Yeah, you know what's undersized tough? Whitehead, Danny Whitehead. You remember Danny Whitehead?
Yeah, I love Danny Whitehead.
You did. Is it Danny Whitehead? No, not Danny Whitehead. What's the one to play for us for the Cowboys? 13 with dreads.
Oh, Lucky Whitehead.
Lucky Whitehead. You remember?
I love
Whitehead?
Lucky too.
He was tough and small. You know what Lucky Whitehead did? Run jet sweeps every time.
I know. Yeah.
Jet sweeps all time.
He was a byproduct of Jason Garrett's boring offense. That's what he was.
Look, Danny Whitehead was coming. Not Danny Whitehead. I can call him. Lucky Whitehead was running the game, Jordan, and defense was yelling, "Sweep, sweep!" every time. Jordan. Okay. Jordan. Listen to the question. Very careful. What team has the best chance to improve the roster through the draft this season? Now it could be, it could be a contender getting better. It could be a bad team going to the playoffs. It could be a middle road team making a jump. Yeah.
I truly believe that the Miami Dolphins can set themselves up to be a championship contender. Yes, you heard this right here. A championship contender next season based on how they draft this year. They've already made some smart moves. They have a solid roster. That defense, man. That defense.
Before I want to make this next comment to you, I want to make sure. Guys, I know we have not addressed the Deshaun Watson issues at hand. We are constantly waiting more information. The alleged acts that were performed by him. We haven't spoken on it, but we are standing solidarity. If he did these acts, we will stand against him. If he didn't, we're still going to go from there. I say that in saying, are you saying that the Miami Dolphins? The only way I see that happen is Super Bowl contenders if they get Deshaun.
No.
I don't know if Tua can do it yet.
I say that they're going to look at their offense and revamp it and cater to Tua's needs. They're going to provide him with an offensive weapon to utilize and not roll out the scraps that they did last season, because they will use the numbers 6 pick for a receiver.
Yeah, 6, 18, 20. They have 3 picks.
At number 18, they're going to address the offensive line some more.
3 in the first round, 6 in the top.
Yeah.
60.
So they'll address They will address the receiver position and the offensive line in this draft. This is the reason why I picked the Miami Dolphins. How often are we seeing a team where their defense is completely set? They have an offensive line or a quarterback of the future, and now all they need is weapons. Like, how often do we see that? Like, normally we see a team with holes in the defense, but they have a quarterback, or great defense, no quarterback. Never seen where they're just lacking skill positions. You can go out and address the running back position, receiver position. You can get tight end depth, anything that you want. You can go out and get that in this draft, and you're ready to roll week one. And these guys can get plug and play. And you're talking about if you bring in one of the Alabama guys, they're familiar with Tua, they'll work out in the offseason and get ready to go. Like, I am really excited to see what the Miami Dolphins can do next season. And Brian Flores, man, that guy's a heck of a coach.
The winner.
Yeah.
And look, talking about turning lemons into lemonade. That's what Flores did down there in Miami. And I felt bad when he went down there. I was like, man.
So bad. I was like,
why this brother taking a bad job, man?
And he just went out there and did work. He just went to work.
I was like, okay, see ya.
Like, I thought they were doing a rebuilding project, turning over, getting rid of all these guys and stuff, and no, they turned it into gold. So I'm proud of them.
Okay. So I will go with my pick. Once again, I'm stuck between two teams. I'm actually going to pick one this time. Which I'm trying to make sure how many picks they have in the first round. And they don't make it easy on the brother. They really don't make it easy on the brother. They're not going to make it easy on the brother. Come on. I think it's Baltimore.
Okay.
I really think it could be Baltimore. But also, I think it cannot be Baltimore, too, at the same time. I don't trust their management. We know this team's defensive-wise can get better. They were good last year. They could still, as an edge, they lost a couple players on the defensive line this year. They can get better on the edge. So there's plenty of defensive line talent, especially in the first round. But now they have 2 picks. I know they give up Orlando Brown. They're probably not taking another tackle. But if you wanted to add a receiver in this draft, you wanted to add a big old boy, there could be a couple between 27 and 70.
True.
So I think for Lamar to take the next step, and everybody's always on Lamar. Lamar don't got, like, look at the size of his receiver. His bigger receiver last year was Des Bryant. But Des Bryant can't get separation, and they still didn't use Des Bryant right. If I was Jim Harbaugh, you know what I did?
What?
Des Bryant is like a goal line back. He would be like an offensive lineman that's a fullback. He would be like the fridge. You know what I mean? Every time he got to the 5-yard line, Des,
put him in the game.
Or you're going to fade. Slant or fade. Either one. You can choose. Just let Lamar look at you. I don't care. You know what he had? He would have had like 16 touchdowns on 38 yards receiving. All right? Because, like, that's what Lamar needs. He don't have the size at receiver. He really doesn't have the separation at receiver. Even with somebody like Hollywood Brown there. And, like, I was excited when Hollywood Brown went to there. I was excited when they got Boykin. But those guys have not panned out to be – I mean, Hollywood Brown's shown he can be a good possible 2, maybe a 3. Willie Snead's been in the league a long time. Devin Duvernay, as much as I love him from Texas, he's a special teams guy. All right, you have to, like, go in, address your receiver position, in this draft where you can do it. And especially if somebody like Bateman falls at 27, especially there's plenty of receivers you can go out there and get. Stay away from these small, fast guys. There's a lot of these teams do this with these running style quarterbacks. They get these small. What made Josh Allen better this year?
Getting Stephon Diggs.
And you know what Stephon Diggs is? Stephon Diggs is about 6'2", 215. Go catch the ball, all right? Right? So you got to start building these offenses. Even teams like we've seen this happen major times. When Cam got Kelvin Benjamin, it was crazy how having a big strapping receiver would help Cam's game out. Even though Cam didn't have Kelvin the year that he won his MVP, right? He did it with a little small end, but he had a big tight end. And they have all these big tight ends, but Greg Olsen is a different type of tight end than a Mark Andrews or a Nick Boyle. So like those are not the same type of guys. They're not one-to-one comparisons. So I would like to see Baltimore improve the receiving situation. I think if they improve that receiving situation, this team is well on the way when it goes like that, especially with in that division.
I agree.
But if I had to pick a second team,
go ahead.
But if I had to pick a second team, if you held a gun to my head and said you gotta pick a second team, CJ, it'd be the Eagles.
Oh no! I will not tolerate this on the podcast. No. How in the how? You about to make me cuss? You about to make me cuss?
I'm not saying
how, as a Cowboys fan wearing an Ezekiel Elliott jersey right now, can you, in your right mind, state anything about the Cowboys?
What does the question say? What team has a chance to improve their roster the best through the draft?
CJ, we are supposed to be biased. We are supposed to be biased.
I am biased. That's why I'm picking the Eagles right here.
No.
I like the Eagles' capital. I like what the Eagles have acquired. I like where they're at 12. I think at 12 they still get a player. At 12 they could possibly still get Waddle. They can possibly get Devontae Smith.
Y'all, right? I think it's time to wrap the show up here.
Jordan, you didn't let me get to the punchline before you started running over me. But we all know the Eagles are going to find a way to fuck this up. Sorry, once again, live show. Forget. Aaron, do the thing. Sorry. I apologize. But yeah. But if Howie can be competent for 3 rounds, this Eagles team has a potential to be. Now, when I say better, that just means an improvement off the year before, improvement of a team. You know what I'm saying? They could be going in the right direction. That doesn't automatically mean I'm saying they're going to be 10-6, win the division. I'm saying they can go from a 6-10 last year, 5-11, 1-2, to a team that wins. Goes 8-8. Can they build a good team around Jalen Hurts? If not, they'll be picking up in their draft, but a quarterback draft next year. So even better for me.
Y'all, mark my words. If the Eagles somehow muster a way to win the division after CJ's comments, we will have words.
Why we have words?
We will have words.
Jordan, our job is sports and analysis. Analysis.
Biased sports analyst.
No, I'm not biased. I'm not biased.
I am super biased.
Even when I'm wearing
I automatically think that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl no matter what. If the Mavericks make the playoffs, I'm automatically assuming that they're winning the NBA championship. My boy LeBron will win every championship that he ever plays in. I am horribly biased, and that is just who I am in nature.
That's who you
Us
are.
as sports fans must acknowledge that we are biased people. We're flawed. We're flawed. CJ, and we can wrap up the show here. I would respect Dan Orlovsky a lot more. I would respect Dan Orlovsky a lot more if he was actually just own up to his bias. Like, if he just you know what? I just love me some Carson Wentz. Like, don't know why. I just do. And that's why I always talk about him.
That part where Jordan says, man, I just love me some Carson Wentz. Aaron, I will buy you a great lunch if you could just give me that soundbite of Jordan saying, "Man, I love me some Carson Wentz." I'm gonna make it his ringtone. I'm gonna make it his ringtone.
Whatever. But I'm just saying, I would respect him a lot more if he just came out and said that instead of trying to make all these statements around the bend about how
Jordan.
Carson Wentz going to win comeback player of the year. Carson Wentz is the sneaker MVP candidate now that he's with the Colts. No, he's the sole reason the Eagles were so bad last season.
Jordan, I like how you are kind of like dissing Dan Orlovsky for not being biased, right? For not being cannot come out saying he's biased, and I'm coming out saying I'm not biased, and you're attacking me. I'm doing what you want for Dan Orlovsky to do.
No, I want you to be biased. I want you to own up to your bias. I want you to own up to it because we have it as sports fans. That's who we are in nature.
How much better do I think I think the Cowboys can be better? I don't know what the Cowboys would have been without Dak, with Dak or without Dak. I don't know if Dak's coming back. I do not know how this draft will affect our team, right? This will be the first year out of COVID under a new coaching staff, right? So, because last year they didn't get to implement all the stuff they wanted to. The defense was different. So I can't really make that assessment on the Cowboys. I do not know. I know there are needs that I always want the Cowboys to address, all right? I feel like if we address those, we will be good. And there is a lot of players like Joseph Asai out of University of Texas. I hope he goes to the Cowboys. We need edge. We need size. We need another defensive tackle. We need another defensive end. It's Tristan Hill. There's a lot that we need. We need safeties. We need if we could add an additional receiver in this draft to this team. There's receivers in the 4th and 5th rounds that would come in and help us not have to retain Cedric Wilson, not have to retain
True.
Michael Gallup. So, yes, but do I think that all these pieces will elevate the Cowboys to where I thought they were last year? Last year, I thought this was a 10-win to 11-win team. This year, if they draft Surtain, they address the safety situation, we add an offensive line help, right? I still think this is a 10 or 11-win team. So I can't say that I can see much improvement because I'm not looking at that 5-11-1 wherever we were. Did we tie last year? We did.
No.
We didn't tie.
6-10.
6-10. I'm not looking at the 6-10, right? And say, we're a 6-10 team. I looked at that team. That's a 10-6 team, maybe 11-1 team that had injuries. So I'm not. So when I say improve or get better, I think they're literally. I'm having them the same place I saw last year.
Yeah.
But also I think in the division, I think the Giants are going to be better. Like the Giants, the Giants were one of the candidates expecting. The teams in the division, even Washington per se, there's moves Washington can make. Like Washington taking a Kellen Mond, right, in the 2nd round or 3rd round.
Washington get a quarterback in the 1st round, it's over. Like if Justin Fields somehow falls past 10 and he gets there,
17. But if Washington decide they want to move up to 11, if Fields falls past 10, and then Washington wants to move up to 11, which they can't move to 11 because it's 3 picks in a row. It's 3 NFC teams in a row. So they move
but
to
if
9.
Watch out for Washington moving up. If Washington moves up to.
But if
they'd have to move up high. They'd have to move up high.
If you get Fields in there, in Washington, they just added Curtis Samuel. So the division, people were all like, "Oh, NFC leaves." It's
about to get good.
First of all, there were 2 teams rebuilding last year. One team has a top 10 NFL defense, which in Washington, but they had no offense. Right? The Cowboys had a bottom 4 defense, and their quarterback got hurt. The Eagles were a dumpster fire with time, but they were injuries. The Giants are tough, so it wouldn't surprise me if the Giants or any team in the NFC East makes a jump. Those are my teams I'm looking for. Those teams I watch the most. Those teams I cover the most. So for me to pick one of those teams, Baltimore, my overall team, the Eagles were a close second because what I think they can do in that for Jalen. But as always, folks, want to thank Aaron Bird for making it sound so lovely. Shout out to Robbie, our new dog. Once again, Robbie, woo woo, back in the building. Woo woo. Thank you, Oni Music, for our intro and outro. I guess I can say this to you now,
Jordan,
do the thing.